Hello, this is Coach Bot from the hitting clinic the other night, and I just wanted to go over a few of the things that Coach Adams and I noticed on the video. And the first thing, if you remember, we concentrated on the setup. So we want to make sure both of our feet are facing into the other batter's box. So in this case, since you're right-handed and you're standing in the right-handed batter's box, we want to make sure our feet are pointing into the left-handed batter's box. And pretty close. You have your right foot at an angle, not quite pointed the way we want them. We want to point them directly this way. Okay? So make sure before we start anything else we get set up right and get those little things corrected. Okay? But that's an easy fix. Nothing hurt there. Now as we start to move forward in the swing a little bit, we want to make sure that, let me go back to a little bit before here, the starting point. We want to make sure that when our foot lands, that we have had some sort of a forward move. So circle on your front foot there and see how far it moves forward. And you do have a forward move, and there's your foot getting down. So it has moved forward a little bit, as you can see right there. And we want to land on that angle from the tape when we were hitting off the tee in soft toss, if you remember. That is a pretty good angle with the front foot. As you can see, I've drawn that line showing you that angle. It's a really good job. So good job landing, good job moving forward. And as we take a look at your hip turn, I really liked how your hip started, or your belly button turned this way. Okay, you did a pretty good job of that. I was watching most of the night with your belly button turn, and it was pretty good. So very good job. Belly button turn, hips came with it, and as you can see, because you turned the hips very well, look what happens to your back foot. It turned with it. So very good job. Okay, one thing that's going to help you out, and I want you to focus on this, is when we go back here to the first part of your swing. Sorry, I have a few of them saved. So as we're starting to make contact, okay, here's you making contact. I'm going to go back right before you make contact with the baseball or the softball. So I want you to watch right here, because this is where the softball is going to enter the screen. So there's you just before contact, and here's you after contact. Before, after, before, after. Okay? Now focus right here on the hands. This is something that's going to help you out really quickly. What happens is two things. First, to begin with, you're hitting this ball way too far out in front. We want this ball, if you can, to be back in here. Try to hit the ball back in here on this line, okay? So let the ball just get a little closer to you. Second thing, don't let your top hand turn over this way. Try to, if you can, keep your top hand that's on the bat, or your right hand, facing the sky at all times. Okay? Don't let it turn over. Because what happens when you turn over, that barrel turns over, and that ball goes right into the ground. Okay? So that'll help you right away. Try to keep that top palm facing the sky, and try to catch the softball a little bit back in here, a little deeper where this line's at. Right there. Okay? It was nice to have you at our clinic, and if you have any questions at all, please let Coach Adams or I know. And we hope that you stop by very soon to use the facility and to ask us questions and to pick our brains a little bit more about hitting. Okay? See you soon.